Today we're going to review how to rename mixed numbers as improper fractions. Let's say we have the number 5.5. That's a mixed number because we have wholes and then we have a part of a whole, or a fraction. In this mixed number we have 5 wholes, 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes, 4 wholes, 5 wholes, and then half of a whole, half of a whole. Another way we can name this amount is as an improper fraction. To do that, we need to count how many half pieces we have. So, if we go to our wholes, we can see they're divided into halves. And in this whole, we have 1 half, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves, 5 halves, 6 halves, 7 halves, 8 halves, 9 halves, 10 halves, and finally 11 halves. So we can rename this mixed number as an improper fraction, 11 halves. Notice our numerator is larger than our denominator. That tells us that we have more than one whole. Another strategy we can use to rename a mixed number as an improper fraction is making the number mad. Remember, when we make a mixed number mad, the m reminds us to multiply, the a reminds us to add, and the d reminds us to divide or drag over our denominator. Let's take the number 5.5 again. We're going to work around the number starting at the bottom. We're going to start by multiplying our denominator, 2, times our whole number 5. We know the product of 2 times 5 is 10. We'll write that at the top of our mixed number. And we're going to continue to work around it. We're going to take our product and we're going to add it to our numerator. 10 plus 1 will give us a sum of 11. That's how many half pieces we had. Now, to get our denominator, we can think of this as a division problem. We have divided all of our wholes into 2 pieces or halves, or we can think we're going to drag over our denominator from our mixed number. And we see our improper fraction is 11 halves. Let's practice on another mixed number. We're going to make 4 and 5/6 mad in order to find the improper fraction name for it. Let's start by working around the number starting at the bottom. The m in mad reminds us to multiply. If we multiply 4 times 6, we will get a product of 24. And we're going to let that hang out at the top of the mixed number. Now the a reminds us to add. We're going to add our product to our numerator. 24 plus 5 gives us a sum of 29. In order to get our denominator of 6, we can simply drag over our denominator, or we can think we split those 4 wholes into 6. Now, we had a similar problem on our most recent interim assessment. The question was, which of the following improper fractions is equivalent to 12 2/3? Remember, the word equivalent means equal to, or the same as. So we want to find which answer choice is the same as the mixed number 12 2/3. I notice that my answer choices are all improper fractions. Again, we're going to go ahead and work this out. We're going to remember to make the mixed number mad. So I'm going to write there to remind myself what the steps are that I'm going to need to complete in order to find the improper fraction name. The m is going to remind me to multiply. The a reminds me to add. And the d reminds me to divide or drag over my denominator. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write my mixed number, 12 2/3, and I'm going to start by working around the number, multiplying my denominator times my whole number. 12 times 3 will give me a product of 36. I notice one of my answer choices has a 36 as the numerator, but I know I'm not done because the a reminds me now I need to add my product to my numerator. 36 plus 2 gives me a sum of 38. Okay. Now I need to remember to divide or drag over my denominator. So I'm going to drag over my denominator, and I see that the improper fraction name for 12 2/3 is 38/3. Let's see if I have an answer choice that matches. No? No? Yes. And there we have it, the improper fraction name for 12 2/3. Now you're going to practice renaming some mixed numbers to improper fractions on your own.